part of bringing about a positive health into a home or a space through this topic, furniture and accessories. Okay, so this topic is that I am thankful to the Bangalore School of Design team for organizing this to our speaker, Miss Gülgün Balci from Turkey. All of us in the last 2 years, we have seen how health and home has become a priority for us, correct? Due to the pandemic, due to the issues, what is happening, the home is what is keeping us safe. So this topic of home interiors has been discussed over the years. We've all been doing interior designs, interior architecture, home interiors. It has been discussed over the years in a different, a platform, but it takes on a different dimension in this new era, the pandemic era. The way work from home has now become a norm in this new, let's say, exciting way how we work, and how the positivity of the home is what keeps us all going and keeps us all, sane. And with this new exciting era, with this new age of modern technology, people across the globe are able to work from their homes and fulfill what has to be done towards their work. So this topic of furniture and accessories for houses, okay, has been thought about because how important is furniture and accessories to a home, because it really enhances the spaces for us. So this topic of furniture and accessories for homes has been in the focus of design in the last few years, enhancing interior spaces, and it is now becoming increasingly a necessity in the way the house is done, in how it gives us that sense of positivity, that sense of goodness, the feel of goodness into the house. And the accessories and furniture bring about that kind of energy to that space. It's just not interior design anymore, just not, finishing it off. So in today's times, we talk about holistic living, we talk about happy living. So how accessories, furniture brings us around is what today's topic is about. Okay, so on these lines, I'm going to introduce my speaker, Miss Gülgün Balci. I hope I'm spelling it right. Please forgive me if it is not. It's an engineer by profession. So she is an engineer by profession, actually, but an interior designer by passion and choice. Okay, she is from the fascinating city of Izmir in Turkey. She has graduated in industrial engineering, working for quite a few years with famous companies such as Volvo, Delphi Systems, and Vestel Systems. So she has, the last few years, has been dabbling with accessories and furniture for a few years now. She has been working on interior design projects, focusing on the finishing part of it with furniture and accessories and lighting, which is her domain, is what she calls it. With her keen insight into the finer aspects of design, she and her finish, she is fast becoming a sought-after design finisher in Izmir. We are pleased to have you on board, Ms. Gülgün Balci. Please take over, and thank you for coming on board for this.
Hello, everybody. Hello, it is Gülgün. First of all, I would like to thank you all for your time and for your participation in advance. And I would like to give special thanks to Dinesh to invite me this webinar as a speaker. Thank you very much, you all. Before I start, I would like to share I would like to talk about myself. Let me share my screen with you guys. As Dinesh told you, I'm an engineer, and today we will talk about selecting furniture and accessories for a space. My name is Gülgün Balci, and I'm a creator owner of the Honey.Decoration Instagram account. I'm sharing some inspiration videos, photos from which is created by me or from the people who is doing this job. I'm trying to give inspiration to my followers about interior design and selection furniture and accessories. If we come to me, I'm an industrial engineer and I'm working as a project manager, and I'm also a blogger. I have, as I told you before, I have an Instagram account on Instagram and trying to give some inspiration to my followers. Honey.decoration. Decoration lover I am, and ceramic creator and lover. I'm doing some ceramic works and travel addicted. Basically, this is I am. So, thank you very much again, Dinesh, and for you guys, for your time and participation. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, you're welcome. So I have let's have this kind of an interaction session. So I would have want to ask you, Ms. Balci, what comes to mind? What comes to mind visually for you, right? In color, materials, texture. When are you looking at accessories for interiors? So when you plan, when you're given a space to do, and when your clients ask you to furnish the space, furniture or accessories, what visually comes to you first? In terms of the colors and materials and texture.
Yeah. Actually, I really like to have natural materials in my design. Natural materials mean is wooden, marble, ceramics. As you can see here, mainly wooden materials used, and some flowers as accessories. I have in my design, there's always a space for flowers and plants, because I believe in that this natural accessories and materials gives extra natural feelings, touch to your space. That's why I prefer to have kind of materials. And here also you can see in this project, Harmon of Colors. I call this project name is Harmon of Colors because these colors combined in a really good way. These light gray and light pink combinations you see here, and they are combined each other in a really good way. And as I said, I have always place for plants, and I see some marble coffee tables there, and mirror, and some lights which is hanging left side and the right side. And I see one here painted with a bit darker blue, a bit darker, and it gives extra energy, movement to the space. So I can say that I really like to have natural materials in my designs, in my decoration, and I like to have plants as accessories, marbles, ceramics, and wooden accessories, furnitures I would like to have in my design, Dinesh, mainly.
Nice, wonderful pictures, the first two. I just see these first two pictures and it's quite nice. And the one, especially the one which is on screen now, I see the mirror on to the side. I mean, that's something which we have also been in this line for so many years. I mean, we really think a lot before we put a mirror like that, but really is quite effective. It's
yes.
Nice. And the balance is happening on the other side with those kind of shelves put up. It's kind of asymmetrical, but it has a sense of balance. It really looks nice. And I saw the other picture again. There was mirrors. Is mirror and plants? Is mirrors kind of is it some kind of an accessory which is dear to you? I see that in both the kind of slides. I think maybe
yes.
can happen. I see that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely, it is.
Oh, it is nice. Okay. So how do you scale the mirror? This one is a bigger one. That's a kind of smaller one. It's quite nice.
Yeah, actually,
So mirrors is an accessory for you. Use it a lot as an accessory in your designs.
Absolutely, I really like to have the mirrors because it makes the space a bit shows the mirror space a bit bigger with the reflection, and how I can decide the size of this mirror. It depends on the space how big space do I have in front of me. The wall size I consider while I'm choosing the mirror size. And I really like to have this mirror because it gives extra space. It is make it bigger, the space. That's why I would like to have it.
Oh yeah, nice, wonderful. Nice, okay. Okay, so another thing is, as you are a self-taught design finisher,
Yeah.
what are the important ingredients, or what are the important things, let's say, that you look for, to enhance in your design process? Let's say the space is given to you. I mean, you were doing an apartment interiors or a house interiors. When you go inside, right? What is the first thing you see in that space which needs to be enhanced? What comes into your thought process?
Yeah. Now I will share with you one of my projects, and I will tell you what I consider what is important ingredients for me while I'm designing the space, house, a room. First, I want to understand how big space do I have, understand the size of the space. It is quite important because according to size, you should select your furnitures, your accessorize. I got this photo of one of my clients, and she was asking, I have a new house and I would like to design it with furniture and accessories. What is my recommendation? And I asked her, what do you think? What would you like to have in this house? It is quite important also for me to understand client's expectation. That's why I would like to ask this question to my client. And she was talking about this dresser. I would like to have this dresser here, and maybe a separator we can put here, and a bar table. Bar table plus dining table she wanted to have. We thought again and again. We went to space, the room, and we measured it, and we end up with that design. Okay, what happened actually here?
From there, it became this. Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you. What happened actually here? And she was asking to have separator somewhere here. I told her if we have this separator, we make the space and a bit narrower. So we change our mind. We cancel this separator there. And also she was asking this bar table here. Actually, we had to change our mind why we couldn't put a bar table here, because if we put bar table and dining table at the same time, we make the space a bit narrower again, and we won't have enough space to walk or to go easily. So we canceled it also. What we added here, we added a dresser here to put some accessories, and they are also using this dresser to put their keys and also some sunglasses, just a table. They are using it. And we added some plants, as you can see here. As I told you, I really like to have plants around in my decoration, in my designs. And also we ordered this dining table. Why we ordered it? Because we couldn't find a proper length. She was asking 115-meter length table, and mainly in the market 140 or 160, 180. It's going like that, but she was asking something between this measurement. That's why we ordered it from the manufacturer. And we have added these two barriers, two chairs, let's say, but it is more likely barrier because she wanted to use this barrier in the living room as well. She doesn't want to use only as a chair. Sometimes she wants to move it into the living room, into another room or the garden. It depends on how many guests she has. So yeah, we design her house like that actually. So I understand first what I'm doing, understand the size of the space, and color of harmony is important for me, and I am trying to use good quality material. Quality of material is quite important for me, and that's why I prefer to use good quality, durable materials, durable furnitures, and accessorize. Yeah, these criteria or these things are really important for me to decide while I'm decorating the space. Yeah.
Wow, nice. So basically, the size of the space primarily decides for you the thought process. What is the
Yes,
size of,
absolutely.
and the volume in terms of height and width definitely decides. Yeah. And I see again, I see the nice little mirror there again.
Yes.
Quite nice. I'm quite amazed at that size of that ledge counter. What you have done? I mean, it's just what, 5 inches or 6 inches where you put it next to the.
Yes.
You put all those accessories on it. That's quite fantastic, because we generally take a ledge. We go for 300, or minimum say 300, 400 for a ledge size to keep things. This is hardly
Yes.
anything. And is that support system? Is it in metal? That legs?
Yes, it is metal. It is metal.
Yeah, it sorts of gels with the wood, I guess, right? That the wood
Yes.
is everything wood, so nicely done. And this one has that kind of a small offshoot of a metal. Looks very wonderful. I see your plans too. That's nice.
Thank you.
Good. Beautiful. Even the lighting falling down is nice. So that's a good, nice. When we saw the first picture, I was wondering what that was. But when I saw this, I immediately see the change, the sea change in this part of the design. Wonderful. Okay. Also, during our conversation, right, over the few days when we were trying to set this up, and when we started getting to know each other, and how we work in Turkey, how we work in India, and over the talks, I came to know, that you are a potter, right? You make pottery. I mean, that's apart from this. I mean, really, you must be having your hands full. You are a product designer. You are an interior designer. You are into pottery. I mean, that's a passionate person. That immediately speaks of a person who's very passionate about a lot of good, creative things. So, how did you get into pottery, and how did you even start doing it, and why are you doing it? I mean, does it give you that feeling of fulfillment, or is it also that it helps you now with your accessories as part of your, your work now? It's like a learning process. Can you just give us an idea how a person who is actually a designer, that we actually end up doing drawings, we just go pick up the stuff. So how does this enhance you, by doing this? Can you give us an insight into it, please?
Yeah. While I'm talking about my pottery loves and potteries, I want to share this these pictures with you. Okay, these are the potteries what I did, just small pieces of, yeah, okay, I already did lots of things, but here you can see some of them. My pottery library, I call them. I do mugs, plants, plant pots, and plates. And you can see here some plant pots. And her name is Nini. This one is Mrs. Nini. I call it. Actually, how I started to do that, or why I started to do that. Actually, I have really big interest in this natural materials, as I already told you. So one of my friends is dealing with this business, or she is doing really good job with the ceramic and pottery. And I got inspired from her actually. Okay, she's doing a really good job, and why I don't try. I started to try first, and I really liked it. Okay, I can do this. Okay, I have some energy to do this. and talent. I found myself a little bit talented about it. So I continue to do that. Actually, first I start with mugs and plates, and then I go into the accessorize, like plant pots, so like lights. Okay, let's say lately I created a small light, and this light structure has kind of ceramic. So it's not finished yet. That's why I couldn't share with you. But in time, I start to do some spatial accessorize. And what I did, I started to use this accessorize for my clients' houses, in my decorations. Actually, my clients is asking, okay, what kind of thing or what kind of accessories should we put here? And sometimes I am offering them, maybe we can use that kind of pottery here. Plant pots or lights, light structure, and they really like it actually. Why? Because it is really important to give something from yourself. I mean, what I am something from yourself. You are decorating this space, and you are imagining something, and your designer gives something from yourself, which she made. They really like it actually. So one of my friends, one of my customer clients told me, okay, I really like it. I want to have this one as well. Or could you make this pottery for me, for my design? And I start to get extra orders, let's say, from my potteries. And I really like to do that for my clients, let's say.
Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. And I can see that you're very passionate about pottery. The way you're talking about it itself shows the amount of love one you have for it. So visible.
Yeah.
That's nice. Okay.
Thank you. Also, maybe I can share the story of Mrs. Nina. Here the video for her.
Oh, nice. But this is Miss Nina. It's nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm giving some names to my pottery as well.
But yeah, nice. It's a nice name. It's good. Yeah, it's very creative actually. Yeah, I can see the passion involved with pottery making. It is something which I guess we all should take up as designers, some kind of a hobby which actually enhances our skills. I think that's a wonderful thing to do. I'm sure we all have the time. It's just that we keep saying we don't have time. I'm sure we all have time. It's passionate to us. It's really wonderful to see that. Okay, good. That's nice. Okay. So do you, another point is, do you have accessories in your design spaces as a kind of a filling element in your design? Okay. Or do you also think it can be the element in the design? Okay, in interiors, almost becoming the focal point in the room. So the question is more. See, when we work on design spaces, like as an architect or designer, we actually do the spaces, we see the circulation patterns. Realistically, at that time, we actually really don't even look at, what is the accessory we guys need to put there as staff. We just more or less are looking at the space or how the space relates to each other. And then we have a focal point. Let's say let's say the dining room becomes a space where everybody gathers, and that's why we, having the dining room kind of it becomes a focal point for us as architects. Or as an interior designer, I'll be like highlighting one double height wall and say that I'm going to give it a different color tone, and that's more or less where we leave things actually, and then the accessories come in later for us. So in your case, when you are handling some kind of work which you are doing as interior design, do you give that value of the accessories or the furniture to become that much valuable as a focal point, to give it that kind of positive energy or give it that holistic feel to it? Do you do that? Does it work like that for you?
Actually, if we come to accessorize, I don't think accessorize are the filler elements of the for the space. If you think like that, then maybe you can end up with that view, which is in front of us right now. I don't like too much accessorize around me, so accessorize is really important for me to have. It needs to have a story. If I have it, it needs to fit perfectly in my design. Also, it needs to have a story. I told you, sometimes I'm giving some my potteries to my customers. I really like it because it has a story. Maybe it's not a perfect pottery, which I did, because sometimes you can make a mistake, or it doesn't seem perfectly. There's some problems, but they really like it. Why? Because it has a story. So I really like to have a small, less accessorized, let's say, less accessorized, but meaningful accessorized. They can become the focus factor to the spice sometimes. And I have a minimalist.
Yeah. The reason, see, the question came about because I saw that, you know, the mirror is something which I've seen in most of the pictures which we saw, and even in the previous speeches that we had. So is mirror some important factor for you when you work with as an accessories? I see the mirrors on the plants, right? It's some kind of so you
Yes.
use them as a regular feature, right, in your design. It becomes kind of, so you know where to, so you sort of, when you get in the room, you say, okay, this is where the mirror is going to come. Is that the kind of first thought process into your way of working?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, about mirrors, actually, yes, I have really important reason to use it. I really like to see my face. Does not matter where I am. Why? Because sometimes you cannot see, not sometimes, if you don't have a mirror, you cannot see your face, see your mood. You seems good or bad, but if you have a mirror, it reflects you. So maybe you think, yeah, I'm good looking, but maybe you are not, because you don't see yourself. So I really like see my face, see my posture, see my hair. Is it good or not? So I would like to have it in my home, the mirror, mainly to see my, not see me, but to see the people itself. They can
Nice.
see themselves really easily, and okay, it's good or it's not, because your energy is reflecting yourself. If your energy, your mood, your face is a bit ugly, sad, your energy is also low. So mirrored, make it higher your energy, tidy up yourself. So I really like to have it. Like plants also, they are green and they are giving extra oxygen to your house, in your design, in your space. So extra energy, extra oxygen, and make you happier. So my life understanding is to be happy, actually. I can say that that's why I prefer to choose happier objects, accessories, and furnitures for my design, in my designs.
Oh, that's wonderful. Something wonderful which I've learned today is that, yeah, I mean, I've never looked at a mirror like that. You know, we just see the mirror, but actually the mirror reflects you, what you are doing, and that what is your mood is something which is a wonderful insight today. So I'm going to look at a mirror like that henceforth. I'm going to stand and see up.
Yes,
Yeah, that will definitely, you know, yes, and maybe put a smile to a face. It's good,
yes.
nice. It's a very positive way. That's to look at it. Fabulous, yeah, very nice. And so can you also just give me an insight into, okay, we all do accessories. Actually, like how we do accessories, when we do houses, we just go to a store, we just pick up, right? We actually realistically, most interior designers, we just pick up the accessories. We go to the shop, we like the color. I mean, as a designer, we've got the eye. Yes, obviously, years of training with years of experience. We know sort of what is the color tone to pick up and what is that we just pick up, but we definitely just do pick it up, come and keep it in that corner, and actually not give too much of thought to that as per se, right? But can you tell us what are the main don'ts, main don'ts when you are actually working with accessories and furniture? What are the main do nots in this?
Okay, yeah, I am trying to avoid cheap looking accessories and furnitures. As I told you, when you buy something, when you touch on it or when you see it, it should gives you positive feelings. Plus, it shouldn't look cheap. When I touch it, I shouldn't feel as it is something cheap fabric, cheap material. No, it has to looks like beautiful and also qualified. So I'm trying to avoid cheap looking accessories and furnitures. So durable and strong accessories and furnitures I would like to have. And as I mentioned, I am trying to avoid too much accessorize in my decorations because I don't want to make the space full with this furnitures and accessorize. I want to have end of my design. I want to have roomy place and more open spaces for me, for my clients, and for my guests. And irrelevant objects. As you see here in this picture, you see lots of objects, lots of irrelevant objects, and fulfill furnitures. And you can see here. Maybe you like that chair separately. It seems quite good. Maybe you like it separately. It seems quite good, nice, and good quality material. But when you combine these two things at the same place, maybe they won't make any sense because they are irrelevant. And the style of the chair may be irrelevant. Maybe you can see here there is two Berger chair, and they doesn't have any relations between two. So I am trying to avoid from irrelevant objects as well.
Yeah. Okay, we will do that. So there's basically try to avoid a lot of clutter and cheap stuff. It's nice. Okay. So when are you working? When you are working with furniture, especially when you're actually doing interior design projects, and when you're working with furnitures, and I mean, at the end of the day, we need to put the furniture. People who want to use it in the living rooms, in the dining room, the different spaces. So when you're working with furnitures, do you, as a person who's now been working on interior design for the last say 5-6 years, do you look at the furniture as, okay, I've come here, I've seen the space, I need to go to the shop, pick it up from the shop, or do you sit and kind of work? What type of furniture goes into? Do you like custom made, or do you go to a factory and say, this is the size I want, this is the kind of width I want, this is the type of cushion, this type of fabric? Is your type of style, or do you actually say, okay, I've seen this in a shop in that mall, let's just go there and bring it and just put it inside? Which is your kind of style, and how do you decide which furniture is best suited in your design?
Yeah. Actually, first I checked the store, the market. First I decide what I need. Okay, I need a table, I need a chair, I need a sofa here. Okay, after then I check the market, I check the stores, if I can find the proper one. If I can, yes, I prefer to buy it directly from the store. But sometimes you cannot find the furniture, what you need for the space. For example, here you can see lots of choices. You have lots of Berger, mirrors, sofa, table, chairs. But maybe at the end of your design, you need to have quite a big dining table, as you see here. It is 10 people dining, the dining table, and you cannot have kind of big table from the store. Most mostly. Instead of if you cannot find it directly from the store, I prefer to have it custom made for sure. And chairs, I see some chairs here. Most probably you can get kind of chairs from stores easily. So why I should it order or custom made it? No, I don't prefer it. I take it directly from the store. But the size or the fabric, if I want to change according to space, according to customer needs, yeah, for sure, I can. I prefer custom made. It depends on the needs, actually, customer needs, space needs. Yeah, it is changing actually. My choice.
Okay. So there it's sometimes okay. It's like sometimes your choice. You go select them first. If it doesn't fit in, then you get it done too, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So when we're talking about let's say accessories and furniture, so most of us always say, we always look at the interior spaces, and then we always just work with furniture on the interior spaces. We always work with accessories on the interior spaces as such. But do you work on outdoor spaces? What are your recommendations for the type of accessories, especially the type of accessories which we need to do, and the type of furnitures which is put on the outdoors?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for outdoor usage, before I go to outdoor usage, maybe I can show more projects, what I have on my hands. Actually, yeah, maybe I can talk a little bit what I have already here. Colors, I always talking about colors. We can add some colors, and we can be a bit brave about it. As you can see here, do you see left side? Nothing, there is nothing, no color, just a white wall. But the right side, she made it. I following her from the Instagram, and she's doing really good jobs. And she gave some color to bedroom, different colors, and also plants, which I really like. And yeah, she made it colorful, and she was brave actually in this design, in that design. Yeah, I would like to say brave because she added lots of colors, and she good matching between the colors. Yeah, so she was quite brave actually here.
Yeah,
And
you need to be really brave to do that. I mean, there's that mix of colors. Can you just show us the slide again, please?
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
I mean, you really need to be quite innovative to do something like this. Think to mix. You have a mustard, you have a pale green, and a pastel shade of purple. I mean, even to think that these colors can sort of get into each other is really it's a wonderful. It's quite, and it's even onto your door frame.
Yeah,
it's quite nice.
And
I see your plans and the accessories.
Yeah. And as I said, I got inspired from her, and we did the same or similar, not same, but similar thing for one of my clients. Actually, here I have a video, another video. She had a total white wall in the bedroom, and we colored only one wall with the dark blue. And yeah, we were working with my husband here. He was helping me in that project. We colored it, and what we did, we add shelf on the wall. Here you see the shelves. Yeah, we put some flowers, some plants on it. Actually, lately we changed it a lot. I didn't get the late photo, but at the beginning it was like that. But we added extra accessorize and plants on it. Right now it seems a bit different, but yeah, mainly we did like this. We colored, we painted the wall, and we added the shelves, and on the shelves we added some accessorizes.
Yeah, nice. Quite nice, yeah. So coming back to that question. Yeah.
Yes, coming back to that questions, outdoor decoration design. Actually, I am considering the outdoor conditions, weather conditions. It's quite important while you are selecting the outdoor furnitures and accessories. So, what I recommend here, wooden and rattan materials to use for outdoor. Because right now I'm living in Izmir and I'm doing lots of my projects for Izmir. And my clients mostly they are living in Izmir. And Izmir is lying down the sea, and we are affecting the sea salt too much, and this area is quite sunny, quite hot place. So what we are doing while we are selecting our furniture, so we prefer to have wooden. We prefer to have a rattan, which is durable for sun, which is durable for salt, sea salt. So mainly we are trying to select kind of materials for the outdoor usage. For sure, I prefer to have natural materials, and these two materials are quite absolutely natural. Why? Because I don't want to cut the natural feeling with artificial furnitures and accessories. I don't want to have artificial or plastic furniture, just middle of the nature. I have trees right side, I have grass under me, but I have plastic furnitures around me now. So I don't want to cut the natural feelings and views with the artificial elements. And lights are really important for me. So I'm adding lights, candles, fairy tale lights around me. It seems during the night really good. Actually, it gives extra energy to your space and to you as well. So I really like to have some lights as accessories in my garden, garden decoration. Yeah.
Well, even your outdoor space is quite wonderful. I like the way you put the natural. Yeah, it's a natural wood. We can see that with the furniture. So I really enjoyed this with you in terms of saying that accessories do bring that positiveness into it if you choose the right accessories. I learned about a mirror today. That was some wonderful insight, which I will never forget. So how we can look at that, how to create, how plants actually give us a lot of energy inside. Definitely, since it is a natural thing. We talk about sustainability as architects. We talk about, but actually the positive aspects of having these things definitely does make us work better in today's, especially in today's pandemic situations and future getting work from home. Having all these type of kind of accessories and the furniture inside our homes and setting it the right way definitely make that space quite wonderful. So it's really nice to listen to this conversation. See, in the field of furniture and accessories, what are the things you do to keep update yourself with the new things, with almost new products which coming out especially in the field of furniture accessories. There's almost new products which are out in the market each and every other day, basically. So how do you actually decide, okay, when the space is given, I want to do this, because these new things just keep popping up? What do you do? How do you get yourself onto that?
Yeah, actually what I'm doing to keep myself updated, actually following the interior designer on the social media. Social media is not Instagram only. Instagram, YouTube, and lots of channels you have to reach the interior designs. Actually, right now we are doing same thing, webinar. I'm trying to attend kind of seminars. It was seminar, but right now it turned to webinar because of the corona outbreak. But yeah, I'm trying to attend participant as a participant kind of events. And I'm following lots of interior designer on the social media. I'm inspiring from them. I really like to hear something from that people, that professional people, what they are thinking. Maybe they don't have to think like me. They don't have to follow my way. But in time, for sure, I learn something new from them, because everybody is thinking, looking different of space, and everybody has different idea on their minds, and it's really good to hear something from the others. So I'm following the interior designers, and I'm following also interior design broadcast. I really like TLC, TLC the channel.
Okay.
Maybe you already know TLC.
I've heard of that, yes.
One of yes, and I'm following the broadcast from TLC. They are really decorating, or really they are doing really good jobs. So yeah, mainly I'm doing kind of activities to keep myself updated. Yeah.
Oh, nice, yeah. Yeah, the best thing is to learn from your peers. They say that's the best thing. One of the wonderful. It's actually a very insightful statement when you say, you know, look at your peers, look at your contemporaries, and learn from them. That's the best thing it's to be done. So anyway, nice. It was a wonderful session. So before we end this, it's really an enchanting session, eye-opener session, I would call it. You know, we really wanted to do it different in terms of nice to see so many different kind of pictures and your works done in designs and just drawings. And it was a nice talk, one-to-one. It was quite a hot one-to-one talk. So before we end this kind of this session, and what would be your advice to, let's say, the students or the upcoming, you know, interior designers, more or less the ones who are very passionate about it? So what would be your advice to them, and what are the things you from your experience and from what it's through years? I mean, sure, you've done product design, all that type of design is inbuilt in you. So I'm sure you have learned over the years stuff. So what is one kind of few pointers would you like to give to the new students or the new ones who are looking up to in this who are in this as participants? What can they learn from it?
Yeah. Actually, it is really important to keep yourself updated, as you said, and as I said previously. So I can say that please keep yourself updated. So how you can do this? You can follow it in interior designer. You can read, watch, and search is the main things to do that. And following the designer on the social media, like I did, attending exhibitions, attending fairs, and attending kind of seminars. These things will help you too much. Most probably, most of you know Milan Design Week. In Milan, they have really good design exhibitions, fairs, and related with the interior design. So you can attend kind of events, exhibitions, and people. You will learn lots of things. You can learn lots of things from the people who is doing this job, this business. So these are my advice for the people to keep themselves updated. And additionally, the important point is that the clients. In the future, maybe you already are doing this, but in the future, most probably you will have lots of clients and customers. You need to understand their expectations. It's quite important also. My style is my style, but they will live in that space. So you need to understand their expectations, their needs. Just ask them first. You try to understand their expectations, what they need, what they want. Maybe they like Oriental design. Maybe they like a Nordic design. Maybe they like something else, something different. So it's quite important to understand each other first. Then you can give extra advice. You can put something to the space to make it gorgeous, brilliant. So this is my advice to all you people, make your design beautiful. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was really a wonderful session. I thoroughly enjoyed it, actually. Even the initial discussions, with the passion which you have and with which you're doing your work, we can see it when you speak. It's something really wonderful. I hope the participants enjoyed this. I hope the participants really would have. I'm sure they are still there. I can see that they would have really had a very wonderful insight in what you do, in how you work, and I hope really they will pick up some very wonderful points out of this to take it up with them and let and it be with them for years along when they go ahead practicing or working once. So we're going to throw open this platform to the participants now for a question and answer session. A quick, so we've got a few minutes left for a one-to-one with the participants. So I'm going to ask Mr. Praveen to take over this in terms of the Q&A session with you. Thank you again, Ms. Balci. It was just amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, you all guys. And I'm really happy to be here to have this session with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. That was very exciting session. I really loved it. I can see so much of colors coming into play. And yes, it gives a new perspective of how design happens in Turkey. And of course, students and participants from India gets an insight, okay, what happens there and what kind of design happens there. So we have a couple of questions coming our way. So I'm going to read it out loud and direct it to you so you can probably give them the insights. Hello, I'm moving into my new house soon and I have a living room come dining room, which is rectangular. The living room space has a fireplace and I'm planning to add a wallpaper on that wall. How will it be if I have to add a wallpaper to the wall opposite to this wall? Will be in the dining area? And what should I access both the walls with? I have a lot of ceramic plates which I have collected during my travels. Or will I have a large round mirror looking aesthetic above the fireplace? Question mark. Thank you.
Yeah. It's a really good question, and I really thank you for this question because I really like also fireplace. This is one of my favorite to have in my place, in my decoration. Actually, why I like it, I was living in Sweden. I lived there 3 years, and that time I get familiar with kind of fireplaces. So if we come to this question, fireplace is always good to have, and I would like to, what I do actually if I have a fireplace in my decoration, there is lots of design, there is lots of style for the fireplace, but I would like to have the small size fireplace, not that much big, not that much small, medium size, and maybe you should have a kind of shelf in front of the fireplace, and on the shelf you can add some ceramics. You already told you have some ceramics and ceramic plates, and you can add the ceramic plates on the shelf, which is just above the fireplace. And also maybe, as I always recommend you to add plants. Maybe you can add one plant on it. And about wallpaper, actually I don't use wallpaper frequently. Why? Because it is a bit hard to make it stable. Stable mean is in time you want to get rid of it, and it can be hard to get rid of it because it is quite sticky, and removing this paper it can be hard. But if you really want to have it, I advise you to have bright colors, whitish. Why? Because you will have the fireplace. It has some colors. Most probably the frame of the fireplace will be black, and you will have some wooden and red colors inside the fireplace. You will have some colors already in it. So if you prefer to have the wallpaper, whitish colors or whitish type, it can be a good idea to have. Yeah, thank you. I hope answer your question or give some inspiration. Thank you for this question.
Thank you so much. So the next question we have, Abhi, is what are the sustainable material suggestions that you can give us from Venkatesh?
Sustainable materials for which place?
He's not mentioned which place. I'm guessing what are the sustainable material in general interior design aspect.
General design, okay. Yeah, mainly I prefer to use wooden materials, furnitures. Of course, it depends on the quality of the wooden. In the market, you can find lots of different types and lots of different quality of the wooden. While you are selecting the wooden, you have to be trust the seller, or you have to trust the maker of the furniture. So I prefer to have metal and wooden combination together because they are more durable, more sustainable, and you can use it for long years. Wooden all the time it has been some popularity for our life. 80s, 90s, and the 200s we are in right now. So all the time it has some popularity in these materials, more durable, and every time it has some popularity in these two materials. I can say that.
True, very true. So we have a next comment. Very insightful. Your workflow inspired me a lot. Thanks for making it so informative. The way you multitask and creative is very unique. This comment is from Dipangshi Das Gupta.
Thank you very much for this compliment. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we have a next question. How do you design office interiors to make it more relaxing, welcoming, and motivating rather than a traditional office setup?
Yeah, colors are really important for this question. You can make the space more relaxing, more welcome with the colors. Actually, if you use aggressive colors like red, most probably you will feel some aggression, you will feel some uncomfortability. So while you are designing or while you are buying some furnitures, accessorize, try to keep away this kind of aggressive colors. But if you combine these colors in a really good way, maybe it can give nice feelings and relaxed feelings to you. But mostly, most people are using kind of aggressive colors in a bad way. And when you go inside the room, you feel quite aggressive. And also, please be careful to have lights, sunlight, daylight into the room. For example, right now I have three different windows in my space right now. And I have really good sunlight which is coming from outside, and it makes also the space more relaxed, more fresh, and cozy, let's say. So try to have lights inside and try to use more pastel, more soft colors for your design. It makes your home design more cozy and welcome.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
So the next question we have away is, how do you decide on colors on the wall? I always get very confused which color to work when I'm doing my projects in my design projects. I think this is coming from a student.
Yeah, actually, it is really hard to decide the wall color. I agree. I totally agree. My way is actually what is the purpose of that room? Is it bedroom? Is it living room? Is it dining room? I can use a bit dark color in the bedroom, what I showed you already, because in the bedroom, maybe you don't need that much light, so to have that kind of dark color can be a good idea to have. Dining room, you are eating, you are chilling out in the dining room, so maybe colorful, maybe some greens, some yellows can be added. Not entire rooms. This is old way, I can say, old school way. But lately, people, what they are doing, they are just painting one wall, or they are painting some circles. What I already showed you. Just paint a small size, not entire wall, because when you do this, when you paint entire room, it makes a bit darker. Maybe sometimes it can be bored to you. It can be boring, let's say. So try to make it simple. Try to make it minimalist. Yeah. So yeah, it's really hard to decide actually the color of the wall.
I think that also comes by practice, I get, right? Like a lot of people, by practice, you see what colors works for spaces, I'm sure. Okay.
It is actually a difficult question, actually, really, and the way she answered that made a lot. It was to perfection when we say what space. Actually, when she said that, we actually see what is the space being used for. Even then, it is I don't know who asked this question, but it is
Sure. There's another question which I thought might. Okay, I have seen. Hi. As I've seen, always a thought process behind the various accessories used in your work. Really curious to know the same regarding the logo that you have selected for your company. Like, any thoughts behind it?
Yeah, actually, yeah, good question. Yeah, actually, I created this logo on my own. I didn't get inspiration. I get the inspiration from my surname. My surname is Balci, and Balci meaning is honey seller. Honey seller, honey. Yeah. So my brand name is coming also from my surname. It is honey.decoration. Honey.decoration meaning, yeah, honey, pretty, good feelings it gives you. And it's coming from my surname also. So, the combs, honeycombs, right? So yeah. So okay, I decided my name first, my company name, Instagram name, Honey Decoration. Okay. Now, what kind of logo do I get? And all of a sudden, I thought, yeah, okay, maybe I can combine the honey and honeycomb, and maybe I can make some small comb and honey decoration. I can write somewhere there. Yeah, it happened like that actually. Yeah.
Great. Very nice to hear the story behind the name of the company and the logo. Very nice. Okay, the next question is, what elements define your style? Where do you find inspiration?
Yeah, Nordic design. Actually, my interior design understanding is mostly more likely like Scandinavian design. Scandinavian people, interior designer mostly use wooden. Why? Because in Scandinavia you can find lots of woods, different type of woods. So that's why they are mainly use it. And I'm getting inspiration from those people because I started to do this business or do this job in Sweden, and I started to follow this interior designer who is living in Sweden. So I got lots of inspiration from Nordic design, Nordic style. They are more minimalist. They are following minimalist way, and they are also using mainly woods and rattan and natural furnitures, accessories in their design. So I'm getting too much inspiration from these people. Thank you.
Wonderful. I think their designs are very eye-catchy, very simple they look, but it's amazing to see and how
Yes.
they look.
Yeah, I always say less is not less. Less is always more. You can create wonderful, gorgeous places with small elements, small objects, furnitures. Just make it more visible instead of having too much small items, small accessories. Just maybe you need one, but a visible accessories at your home in your design. Just understand what you need, what your client is asking for. According this information, just
Deliver
draw
that.
your way.
So we have last two more questions, and Harry, greetings to you. It was an amazing session with insights of accessories and furniture and also beyond. My query is about the consideration of the tips and tricks by adding value to space by keenly focusing on any 5 points which we must strongly avoid in a residence design.
Yeah. Tricky adding value space by keeping any and 5 points which we must strongly avoid. Yeah. Yeah. We talk about what in that session. We need to avoid. We need to avoid too much. Accessories and furnitures don't fulfill your space with accessories, with the furnitures, and what I said actually interesting. What I forgot what I said. Okay, let me try to find it. Okay. Yes. My first item, cheap looking accessories and furnitures. This is also quite important while you are designing your home. Cheap looking accessories, too much accessories, and irrelevant accessories. You should not combine irrelevant things. Oriental accessories or furniture you like, maybe separately, but the other side, something really different concept. So you should not combine these two different concepts in the same place. And what more I can say, I can add, she or he is asking 5 points. I told you 3 points. Maybe it's enough. I have 3 points maybe. I should avoid from. Yeah, I should avoid.
Okay, I think that's good. That's good. I think we'll go to the last question for the day. How would you design rooms for kids by keeping it gender neutral? I think that's a very important question. Like, we always pick blue for boys, pink for girls. I think that's gone era.
Yeah. Actually, it is also a really good question. Because I don't really like to design the space according to gender. Yeah. Lately, in 21st century, we understood we should not do like that, because girls and boys, they are human, just human. Don't say the kid, your girl, yeah, pink is your color. Don't say to your boy, blue is your color. Look at me, right now I'm wearing blue shirt. So, and I really like blue comparing to pink, for example. So, what can you do? How can you do? Instead of blue and pink, keep away from blue and pink. Don't think. You can pick up yellow. You can pick up green. This color does not have gender, actually. We know mostly, okay, pink for girls, blue for boys, but we have lots of colors which does not have any gender. Or you cannot say, oh, green for boys. No, it's not like that. So you can follow different colors which does not have gender. So yeah, it can be my advice for the kids and baby rooms. Yeah.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for a lovely, insightful session from your end. Thank you for joining us from all the way from Turkey. And I understand this is a Sunday and you took a day off for us. And it's amazing to hear you out. And I'm sure the audience who were gathered here today also loved it. And we look forward to seeing you again soon at Bangalore School of Design events. And thank you, guys. Anything else you want to add, Dhaneshwar, please?
Just I would, yeah, before you, yeah, thank you. I'm really thankful you guys and for the participants. If you want, you can text me, you can write me on the Instagram. I have an account and you can ask me what you want. So you can share your design projects. I will appreciate to share your design projects as well on my Instagram page, because I don't share only my projects. I'm sharing the people if they do a good job. I'm sharing everything, let's say. So feel free to contact with me and send a message or send your project. Just feel free, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Wonderful session again. Sunday, nice. It was to take your time off for us. That's again, thank you for that. And like Praveen said, we're definitely looking forward to start having your interactions and with our students. I'm sure our students are going to learn a lot from you, and your across Europe and the exposure will definitely help Bangalore School of Design students to actually reach out to what is happening around the world. So that's something which we look forward to having you on our panel of international visiting faculty. So we will get to you on that. We will definitely bug you on it. So that's how that's about it. Thank you so much. Thank you, panelists who all were here. I'm sure you guys also would have started your Sunday for this. Have a fantastic Sunday ahead. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye.
Take care, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes.